Topic: Why intimacy fades after 50, and the silent pain it leaves behind. My dear listeners, before I begin, let me humbly ask you something. If you find a reflection of your own life in these words, if these thoughts touch your heart, then please subscribe to this channel. Every story here is not just a story, it is a mirror of life. And if you stay with me, we walk through these truths together, hand in hand, just like two old friends. The beginning of intimacy. Do you remember the early days of your love? The nervous laughter, the shy smiles, the thrill of holding hands for the first time, the excitement of simply sitting together, as if the world had disappeared. Back then, intimacy was effortless. It wasn't planned. It wasn't forced, it just flowed naturally. Every touch carried meaning. Every glance carried a story. And every embrace felt like home. But life, my dear friends, is not always so kind. As the years pass, something begins to change. The warmth you once shared becomes routine. Passion slowly becomes silence. And what was once the most natural thing in the world suddenly begins to feel distant, almost forgotten. Why intimacy fades after 50? There is no single reason. It is not just age. It is not just the body. It is a combination of many small things that quietly build walls between two hearts. 1. The weight of responsibilities. When children are young, parents dedicate their entire lives to them. Work, bills, education, healthful energy is poured into survival and sacrifice. By the time couples reach their 50s, they are drained. They have given so much to others. They have nothing left for each other. 2. The silence of familiarity. When you spend decades with someone, you stop saying the little things. You stop complimenting, stop flirting, stop appreciating. Love is there, but unspoken. And what is unspoken slowly begins to feel absent. 3. Health and aging. Bodies change, energy fades. Hormones shift. What was once easy may now feel difficult. But instead of talking about it, couples bury it in silence. And silence, my friends, is the greatest enemy of intimacy. Emotional distance. Sometimes, the distance is not in the body, it is in the heart. Resentments build up over years. Arguments never resolved. Small wounds left untreated. A husband stops listening. A wife stops sharing. Slowly, the heart that once beat in sync begins to beat alone. The silent pain couples carry. You may not admit it, but many of you feel it. The loneliness of lying next to someone who no longer touches you. The ache of craving affection, but never asking for it. The quiet jealousy when you see younger couples laughing, holding hands, sharing small moments. And so, marriages that lasted decades begin to feel hollow. Not because love is gone, but because expression of love is gone. It is like a flower that still has roots, but is never watered. It does not die immediately, but it stops blooming. My dear friends, let me pause here and gently remind you. If these words feel close to your own reality, please subscribe. Because through this channel, I want to keep reminding you of truths we all know, but rarely speak about. The need for intimacy never dies. Society often pretends that intimacy belongs only to the young. But the truth is different. Even at 60, 70, 80, the heart still longs for closeness. The soul still craves tenderness. The need for love never expires. But here is the tragedy. While the desire never dies, the effort does. Couples stop trying. They stop reaching out. They stop speaking the language of love. And so they suffer, not because the fire is gone, but because they stopped feeding it. What can be done? It is never too late to bring intimacy back. No matter your age, no matter how many years have passed in silence, love can still bloom again, if you are willing to tend to it. Speak again. Don't stay silent. Tell your partner how you feel. Say the words you stopped saying years ago. Asterisk, you are beautiful. I need you. I love you. These words may feel small, but they carry the weight of a lifetime. Touch again. Physical touch is powerful. Hold hands when you walk. Sit close while watching TV. A gentle touch on the shoulder. A kiss on the forehead. An embrace before sleep. These small gestures revive forgotten intimacy. Appreciate again. Instead of pointing out flaws, highlight what you love. Say thank you. Say you noticed their effort. When appreciation returns, love begins to breathe again. Forgive again. Old wounds block new love. Let go of the grudges. Release the bitterness. Forgive, and you will create space for closeness to return. 5. Be playful again. You said romance belongs only to youth. Laugh together. Cook together. Dance in the living room. Rediscover joy in simple moments. A final reflection. My dear listeners, intimacy is not about perfection. It is not about having the body of youth or the energy of the past. It is about closeness, tenderness, presence. It is about looking into your partner's eyes and saying, asterisk, even after all these years, you are still my home. If you are over 50 and you feel intimacy has faded, don't think it is the end. It is not. Love is like a candle, it may dim, but with a little care, it can burn brightly again. So tonight, when you sit with your partner, don't stay silent. Say something. Do something. Hold their hand. Look into their eyes. Break the silence that has grown between you. And if you are listening alone, maybe with a heavy heart, then let this message be a reminder. You deserve love at every age, in every form. My friends, if these words touched you, please subscribe. Not for me, but for yourself. Because here, on this channel, you will always find words that understand your heart, even when the world stays